Hey y'all, how are y'all doing today? Peace on earth and love and light to you. I am Gabrielle Ether. Welcome to my channel. So, we're doing a reading on today. Is 2020 really going to be my year? Like for real, for real? Okay, so this is why I'm doing this because, I like to tell you guys all the time I'm more of a realist, or, a quote unquote realness, realist, what they say a realist is. And I just like to keep it real with you guys. And I just feel like every year people just start saying stuff like, this is going to be my year. This is going to be my year. But what they are talking about is they really feel like everything they ever wanted or asked for, the things that they actually been trying to manifest for years, they think, well, this year is going to happen. And for some reason, at the end of the year, people just get really excited and they just say, going into this year of 2020, like this is going to be my year. I can feel it. But I feel like when you're like looking at Facebook, like if you're in your news feed on Facebook or something, I feel like people say that every year. And then every year you see those same posts that say, this year has been nothing but challenging for me. And that's what this reading is going to be. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. I'm just going to tell you, is 2020 going to be your year or not? Okay, now, as negative as that sound, let me explain that part even more. Whatever you put into your situation is what you're going to get from this situation, okay? And also, with that being said, keeping that in mind, as you go through life, sometimes, we don't know the balls that life is going to throw us, we just don't know. You can prepare and you can just say, well, it's whatever I make it. But then you don't be prepared and you really don't know, what to do with the ball that life has thrown you. And so that's another thing that this reading is going to be about. I'm going to let you guys know, first of all, the cards that are right side up, that means yes. It's going to be the first card that comes out. If it's upside down, then it means no. And if it says no, 2020 is not going to be your year, that simply means how I condition these cards to be. That simply means this year is not going to be what you think it's going to be. Because sometimes, you guys, we have to grow. We can think, oh, this is going to be my year. This is the year that I'm going to manifest everything. And then the universe do not have that in store for you for the year. And if you go into the year with more of a realistic approach, and with a more of an approach of more of having faith, and also just being realistic, knowing that there might be trials and tribulations, and also this just might not be the year for you to manifest this thing, then you know what, this can very well still be your year. And I'm going to see if I can talk through that and show you guys something, show you guys some things and let you guys know what your year what you can really expect your year to be, okay? So, and yeah, it might be your year. This might really be the year for you to just come into everything, that you ever wanted, you ever dreamed of. And we're going to see that, okay? And also, let me see what else I had to say. Yeah, so when it comes to pick a card readings or collective readings, you guys, if of course, if the reason, I mean, if the video, if the reading don't apply to you, then don't try to fit it into your life. Like, you already know something is not resonating with you. Don't put it into your life. Like, if I'm saying some stuff that just sounds like bogus to you or it sounds negative for your situation, do not apply that to your life. Like, any reader that's, you pick a card and then the card is just saying like some real bogus stuff, like it might sound bogus to you, but it might help someone else. Do not put that into your life, because that's what personal readings are for. Okay, that's what personal readings are for. And so with that being said, at the end of the day, if you really want to see more into 2020, what your year is going to be like, get a personal reading from someone. For me, just make sure it's the is someone that you really resonate with, every time you watch them. So from me, from anyone, okay? So, yeah, so I had to go ahead and explain that and explain to you guys what this video was going to be about. And so you guys can actually understand the cards when they come out. So if it says no, it's just going to be spirit just basically saying, okay, this is what your year is actually going to be. Like you might think, oh, I'm going to go into this year and I'm going to start a business this year. And the universe is like, no, you're not ready to start this business this year, Like how many times have I thought, like, oh, this is the year that I'm going to do this and this and this, and then it don't happen. And then sometimes it's not even because of you. It's not even your fault. It's because your spiritual team is like, no, you're not ready yet, and they're just protecting you. So, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready to pick your cards? You're probably waiting on me. You're like, Gabrielle, we've been ready. We're waiting on you. We're listening and stuff. So, good for you. Those you guys who listen to instructions at the beginning of the videos, good for you, because that just shows that you're really trying to get the correct answer, and you're just not trying to go to the answer. Because sometimes when you're just going straight to the timestamps, then go to the timestamps when you see that someone is rambling, like I tend to do a lot. But, sometimes you need to listen to the instructions so you can know exactly the answer that you're going to get. So, even before I started doing readings, I always did that. I always just listened to what they had to say in the beginning so I can make sure I get a good understanding of what the video is, and that way you can get the most accurate answer, okay? So, let's start off. Some of you guys can be led to this first one right here. This is orange calcite. This is a blue barite, that is a yellow sulfur, and that is a rhodonite. Is that a rhodonite? Rubellite. Rubellite. Okay, let's go. Okay, so for those of you guys who were drawn, I'm already stumbling over my words. To this orange calcite, the first card that I pulled over, it's going to be a yes or a no. If it's right side up, if it's a yes. If it's upside down, it is a no. Will 2020 really be your year? Okay, we have a no. And like I was saying, if you guys listen to the beginning, I don't know if you guys just went straight to the timestamps, but sometimes it is important to listen to the beginning of the reading, because the timestamps are just basically there so you don't have to listen to nobody else's reading, So, but like I was explaining at the beginning, just in case you went straight to the timestamps, that when it says no, then this just means it's not going to be what you expect it to be, okay? Because I just remember someone telling me one time, like, oh, I forgot what year it was. I think it was the reason why I remember, because I just remember this person just really saying, you're going to do this year, you're going to do that this year. But it was a preacher, though. And that year was so troublesome for me. And I think it was 2017. Okay, so I was like, okay. So I was just thinking about that today. And I was listening to that song, This Is Gonna Be My Year. That song, I think it's from the Zombies soundtrack from Disney, I think. Listen to the rest of your cards, so. And I was like, okay, I just wanted to. That's your favorite song, boo? Nurturance and self-care. Nurturance and self-care again. Then we have positive outlook. Okay. So, I know what this is saying. What am I going to do with these cards? I'm trying to keep them in the view. Anyways. So, like I said, this was just saying, no, it's not going to be what you think it's going to be. For one, I see an unexpected pregnancy coming. And, of course, when the baby comes, it's going to be all well. It's going to be all good. But it's not going to be what you think it's going to be. Now, there is a warning with this unexpected pregnancy that can be coming, because it seems like I'm definitely picking up single parent energies here. So if you don't want that to happen to you, then and you're not pregnant right now, then just watch who you are with, okay? Make sure that person that you are with is going to be the person that you really want to be with, because you don't want to lay down with nobody. Don't do like I did. Don't do like a lot of people do. Don't lay up with someone and you're not really sure what type of father they're going to be, and then you end up being a single parent, or what type of mother they're going to be, and then you end up being a single parent. So there is a warning here, but I do see some unexpected pregnancies coming in for for um for good. It's a good thing. It's going to be a good thing, because definitely when the baby comes in, like, some of you guys are not going to be expecting it, but it's not going to be a single parent, relationship for all of you guys. I definitely see for some of you guys that it's going to be, an actual good thing. You're just going to be unexpected. So I feel like some of you guys are in these relationships right now, and you're just thinking that you're going to be able to just go through the year with this person, like have this wonderful year, this wonderful life with this person. But I feel like when this pregnancy comes along, there's going to be like bumps in the road. So maybe, like, do y'all watch Real Housewives of Atlanta? I know that show like has like a negative frequency and everything, and like I stopped watching it for a while, and then I started back watching it this season. I think it's really entertaining. But anyways, if you've been keeping up with that show, it's like a Kenya Moore situation. I remember Candy was saying something like that too, and like Portia, was saying something like that too, because a lot of women go through that. When they get pregnant, their partners kind of like back away from them. So it's just like a little warning here, and I think you can just definitely work on just picking who you're going to be with better, and actually talking about things with, like, if you're not pregnant right now, talking about things with your partner. And I think some of you guys are just in these relationships, and that you're in these new relationships, and they're good, but you're not expecting this pregnancy. And I'm feeling this really strongly. You're thinking 2020 is going to be this good year for you, because you in a relationship, you got you a man, you got you a woman, and y'all going to be doing good things. But this baby is going to come along, and you're going to be like, wow, like, I didn't expect this baby to come along this year. I didn't expect this new thing. I'm hearing something new, not even just a baby. Baby, definitely for some of you guys, but a new thing coming in, and it's something with a big responsibility that you're just not going to expect, and it has the potential to put a dent on your relationship, okay? So, and I feel like some of you guys are going to be getting into new relationships, and you're not even in a relationship now. And when you get into this new relationship, you're going to be like, oh, wow, everything is all well and good, and, we're getting along so good. And then you hit this bump in the road, because this new responsibility come in. And it seems like this new responsibility is going to really... You're going to be responsible for this responsibility for the entire 2020, and for some of you guys, like I say, if it's a baby, then of course it's going to be for the rest of your life, of course, which can be a good thing, but it's going to definitely be unexpected, and it's not going to be what you think it's going to be. And then, but for some of you guys, when this new thing comes, I definitely see it taking over your situation for the majority of 2020. Now, with that being said, it's not like this doesn't have to be a negative thing. That's why this positive outlook card is here, because I definitely feel like this is coming into your life for a reason. So just stay positive. I just don't want you guys to go into this situation. That's the main reason why I did this video, because as much as I kept hearing that song, this is gonna be my year, as much as I kept hearing that song, I also kept hearing, like, people have to be more realistic. Like, there are things that come into life that we just don't expect sometimes. And I never forget that 2017 was a year of growth for me. And it was like actually one of the best things that could have ever happened to me. But I wish I would have known that going into it rather than thinking that this was going to happen and that was going to happen. And none of those things happened because it wasn't time for those things to happen. But certain things that did happen, was what I actually needed to grow. My son is kicking my stuff, y'all. He's asleep though. But it was actually what I needed to grow. So that is, and I'm glad I'm doing this reading. And I feel like since this is like future, you guys are gonna like, see this. And when something comes up in the future, you're gonna be like, man, like, yeah, I was warned about that, or I saw this happening. And so I definitely feel like there's just no coincidence that these three nurturance and self-care card has came out, because whatever this thing is, like I said, it's a literal baby for some of you guys, and some of you guys, I see some type of health issue coming up, okay? Because I see a new relationship coming up for some of you guys. So, hey, celebrate that now. Celebrate that. Don't just don't just take what I'm saying and hear it as a negative thing. Take it as, okay, this is, for one, a warning, but it's also can be like a good warning, because, like, now I know what to look out for. And it's not that it's just anything bad. It's just something unexpected, okay? And like now the health thing, it might be like a little health scare, but since I'm telling you that now, then you can go ahead and work on that and continue to eat and, start to eat better, because some things you can actually reverse just by eating better, And I see this new relationship coming for some of you guys. Those of you guys who are not in a relationship, there's definitely a new relationship coming, but since I'm telling you there's a chance of an unexpected pregnancy or just something, I see a new responsibility that's coming into you guys' lives that can be kind of overwhelming. Since you know that that's something that's going to happen, go ahead and sit down and talk with that partner whenever y'all do get together, and just talk about the things that you feel are important and that he feel important, so y'all could be on the same page, because like me, I'm not in a relationship right now. So if I get in a relationship 2020, then I'm going to be so happy. But if a baby try to come on me, oh my gosh, I don't even know how I'm going to take that. I don't know how I would be able to take that. I was not drawn to the orange calcite. Good. But I do hear that in a lot of my readings, like, and I feel like I'm just too old. I'm 37, so I'm like, I feel like I'm too old. But I hear that in a lot of my readings, like that I will have another child. But I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love the relationship, but another child, okay. If a child comes, and I feel like that's how you guys are gonna do it. I feel like that's how you guys are gonna be thinking, like, oh my gosh, I want the relationship, but if a baby come out of this, oh my gosh, like I don't know if I'm ready or not. But it's gonna be all good, You're gonna be expecting it now. Now you're gonna just go into 2020 with a different mindset of it's 2020 is not gonna be just what you thought it was going to be. Now, with that being said, I'm not hearing another part of the reading. Now, that's what personal readings are for. Or pick another card, pick another crystal, and see if you can get more out of it. I do have another video that I was talking about early 2020 that I did a couple of months ago. If you guys can just put that in the search field and see if you can find that under my name, and see if you can get more outlook on the 2020. Like if you can't on your 2020, if you can't, afford a personal reading. And plus, I saw other videos on YouTube about your 2020, because that's all I'm getting right now is the part that's unexpected. And I feel like that's one important part for you guys, because this definitely is something that's coming into your lives that you will not expect. But I'm telling you guys now, it would definitely be a responsibility that's going to kind of like take over the 2020. And health issues for some of you guys, babies for some of you guys. Remain positive, because it's not that it's going to be all bad. New relationships coming for some of you guys, so that is good. But regardless to what it is, I'm just definitely hearing that it's something new, and this is, it's going to be like a great responsibility. Not that it's all bad, not that it's going to be all bad, you know. So yeah, I told you guys the good and the bad, and how you can kind of like look and, you know, how you can kind of start expecting it now, you know, and getting prepared for it. And I feel like, you know, after this reading, and when that happens, you're going to be happy that you came to this reading, okay? So if you are new here, if this is your very first time being here, watch some more of my videos and see if they resonate with you. And if you do, then I would love for you guys to become a part of this family. I invite you to. As far as everybody else, continue to come and grow. Don't forget to subscribe, you guys, so we can become a part of each other's tribe. That's all, y'all. Bye. Okay, so for those of you guys who were drawn to this blue barite right here, one of my favorite crystals, the first card, if it's upside down, it is a no. If it's right side up, then it is a yes. So let's see, is 2020 really going to be your year? Okay, we have a no. So just in case you guys did not listen to the beginning of the video, and like I tell people, sometimes you have to listen to the instructions at the beginning of the video, you guys, because sometimes the timestamps are just there. It's just because, like, for one, if you hear people ramble like I do all the time, go to the timestamps. Or, you know, or if you're hearing, no, or if you're hearing, or, you know, so you don't have to sit through somebody else's reading. But like I say, if you get a no, for one, your 2020 is going to be whatever you make it. You know, it's not that it's going to be bad. But if you get a no, that's just simply saying it's something about what you thought was going to happen in 2020. It's not going to be what you expect it to be, okay? So that's what these readings are for. So let's look at the rest of your cards. So this is going to be, okay, 2020. Let me tell you guys the type of year 2020 is going to be for you. So, there's going to be more peace involved in 2020 for you, because 2019 seemed like it was a little hectic, and I feel like you did a lot of trying to get out of certain energies, certain atmospheres, certain negative people. And I think a lot of you guys have done that in 2019. And I think for you guys, it seemed like this lasted like anywhere from 2 to 3 years, from 2017 to 2019. And I think for a lot of you guys, for the last 2 years, 2018 through, hold on. I was saying it. I'm just seeing two numbers, but I'm saying it wrong. Like 2017 through 2019, that's 2 years. 2018 through 2019, that's 1 year. You know, and coming up on from 2019 through 2020, that would be like approaching another year. Okay, so you guys know what I'm talking about. So I think that's when this all started for some of you guys. For most of you guys, a lot of this started in 2018, and you've been trying to get rid of like things that just no longer serve you. And I think that you guys have really done that. And so 2020, you're really going to be more so walking in. You continue to clear a lot of this stuff out of your space. It's like now you're going to have this peace, but you're going to have to learn how to live in this peace and how to walk into this peace. Thing is, it's just going to be a little tricky for you. And that's the only reason why this no is here, because that means it's not going to be what you think it's going to be. Because sometimes when we get rid of things and we get rid of people, because we hear that all the time in our readings, I know I do, get rid of those things that no longer serve you, so you can, you know, manifest certain things in 2020, so your 2020 can turn out right. Okay, but once you get rid of some of those things that were, you know, some things that were really like a big part of your life, you have to learn how to walk by yourself. Like, I just feel like a lot of you guys were in these relationships, and it's like friend. Either this was like friendships, like something really tight, okay? So let me turn this right side up so I can read it. Relationships that were really tight. So either it was like friendships, or either this was just like a relationship with homosexuals, heterosexuals. Y'all already know it don't matter on my channel, so I don't discriminate at all. But it's like, I feel like you were just really tight with this person, but you had to let this person go in 2019. And you think, after I've let all these people go, and even some of you guys, since I'm hearing this is something really tight, then I feel like it's blood, like, someone that, like family, someone you can be related to. And you feel like, okay, I've let these people go. I let this toxic relationship go, these toxic so-called friends go. So my 2020 is going to be all good. And Spirit is like, no, because now you have to learn how to walk alone. Spirit is definitely going to be showing you how to walk alone in 2020. So when you hear that, don't hear that as anything negative, because like Kelly Clarkson said, it doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. Being alone can be something, embrace it. It can be so empowering. So y'all know how I do me and my words, empowering. Whatever, but it can be so uplifting. And take it for someone who is a true introvert anyways, who just loves to be by themselves. It's just because, I've learned the art of being by myself, and I've been by myself so long now I actually want other people into my life, when at first I was just very comfortable not wanting that, but I've been through that stage. I have to learn how to bring people in. That's tough for me, and I feel like for you guys have to learn how to just be more by yourself. Now, like I said, like Kelly Clarkson said, it doesn't mean, some people just here alone and they just get afraid, especially if you have an extroverted, personality, but it doesn't mean that you're lonely just because you're alone. It doesn't mean that you're not fixing to have more friends, or that you're just going to be by yourself, that you're going to be single forever. This is not even saying that you're going to be single throughout 2020. It's not saying that, but it's definitely saying that, if you're going into 2020 thinking everything's going to be all good because, you've let a lot of these things go and stuff like that, Spirit's like, no, seems like it's going to be kind of challenging for you. In 2020, you're going to have to learn how to just walk more alone, just be more, learning how to embrace your own company more, and just learning how to embrace loving your own company, and loving being with nobody else but yourself, just. And I think 2020 is going to have that teachable moment for you, because it's just like you're just not used to that. Like I said, if it was me, then it would be the very opposite. I have to learn how to bring people in. That would be a challenge for me. And I feel like my 2019 actually was like actually that, learning how to bring people in. And 2020 for me, if I'm honest with myself, 2020 will be all about learning how to letting people come into my life and not being so isolated. I used to get their readings all the time, you guys, like, stop being so isolated, because I just love it. I love being by myself. So, and I know I've been getting that message so much that for me, I already know 2020 is going to really, really show me how to bring people in, and how to allow people to be around me, and how to allow people to stay around me for a lengthy, for a lengthy amount of time, because like I'm just introverted like that, and I love company. I love people. I love being around people. I love talking to people and things like that. But yeah, I like my space more than anything, and I like to be by myself more than anything. Just me, and my baby, and like but and then she's the opposite from me, and I had to learn how to, you know, allow her to be her extroverted, well, she's kind of both though, but her extroverted personality, and I had to put my views to the side, so take what I'm saying and apply it to your life, because for me it will be the opposite. I have to learn how to, bring people in, and you guys have to learn how to. So what I'm saying is, since I went through that in 2019, that was my thing. That was my thing, learning how to just not be so isolated. And I feel like, okay, I've gotten that down pat. Okay, well then I just know that. I know automatically 2020 is going to be about me learning how to bring more people in. And then I've heard it so much. So for you guys, it's the opposite, okay? So with that being said, it does not mean, I'm not saying never have company. I'm not saying you're not going to be in relationships. You're not going to have friends. I'm not saying that. And that's part of what you guys have to learn. You have to learn, what does it mean? What does it even mean to be by myself? What does it even mean to be, to spend more time by myself? You guys are going to have to figure that out, okay? And then maybe a personal reading will be more valuable for you too, also, when it comes to something like this. So that's definitely what Spirit's going to show you, like, what does that even mean? Because some of you guys' perception about being alone is not necessarily what you think it is, because being alone, it does not mean lonely, okay? But definitely throughout life, whether you're introverted or extroverted, you definitely have to learn both. You definitely have to learn how to walk alone, and then you have to learn how to walk with others, okay? So you guys have mastered that, how to walk with others. You have to learn how to walk alone, okay? So, but with that being said, I see your 2020 being very peaceful. I see you clearing your energy out. I see that you have cleared out a lot of negativity, and once you learn how to more so walk alone, and don't just invite any type of energies towards you, because like it's easy for you to attract all different type of energies, because I feel like a lot of you guys are extroverted, and you just like that. You never meet strangers. You talk to a lot of different strangers and people that you meet. So you're going to have to learn how to not just allow those, different type of energies, into your space anymore, because you've gotten rid of that. So pat yourself on the back for even doing the hard part of getting rid of, like, a lot of these close people. Like, that's great that you were even brave enough to do that and had the strength enough to even do that. That's great. So with that being said, if you're learning how to do that, and you're not letting these negative influences come in to your life anymore, then I actually see your 2020 being a very peaceful one. So I was not drawn to that crystal, but well, I see why, because it's my opposite personality. But I would love to hear, like, I want to hear that so bad. My 2020 is going to be peaceful. Like, oh my gosh, I just want to hear that. Because oh my gosh, 2019, okay. But that is all, you guys. So if you're new here, then you might want to go around, look at some more of my videos, see how you like it here, see if you resonate with any of my videos, and if so, then continue to come and grow with me. Everybody, continue to come and grow with us and subscribe so we can become a part of each other's tribe. Bye, y'all. Oh yeah, comment below if any of this resonates, because I love to hear you guys' feedback, and I love to just talk to you guys in general. That's all, y'all. Okay, so for those of you guys who were drawn to, I looked down, it was 33. Those of you guys who were drawn to this yellow sulfur here, it will be the first card that I pulled. Okay, I mean the first card is the one that's on top. So if it's right side up, it is a yes. If it's upside down, then it is a no. Will 2020 be your year? Yes, you have a yes. Oh yeah, completion. Completion for you guys. Let's look at the rest of your cards. Okay. So with that being said, I knew I was feeling a certain type of energy. So you have a yes. Thing is, this season for you, this year is going to be very promising. Okay, let me turn this right side up so I can read it. So this is going to be a year of growth for you. It's going to be a very fertile year. So when I say growth, it's going to be a very fertile year for you. This is going to be, it's like the universe is literally opening doors for you for this season. It's like, just take from January to December 2020. There's just like doors. I just see doors opening for you every month. It's like I'm seeing like every month of the year in my mind, and I'm just seeing like doors, like a calendar, like doors being open throughout the whole year, throughout the whole calendar. Because why? This is a very fertile season for you. This is just your season that a lot of things are gonna it's like your harvest time. It's like your season. And a lot of things are just gonna come open for you. It's gonna be a lot of growth for you. Okay. So with that being said, a lot of things are gonna be kind of new. You know, like this fertility and creativity card here. Oh, I didn't even realize to say risk versus safety, and that's what I was about to say. When I was looking at this card, I was already getting a message, but I had to explain, what I saw first here. So yeah, love is coming for you guys if you're not in a relationship. And the thing is, this year it's gonna be kind of tricky though. It's just gonna have like, it's gonna still have ups and downs. Like I feel like you're coming out of a season with ups and downs. So it's like you're gonna still be trying to get over that stuff. But I'm gonna tell you guys this: it's only your mindset, and I think a lot of you guys are gonna have trouble going into this season where it's not just going to feel peaceful for you like you will want it to feel, even though you have all these great opportunities coming. So I kid you not, those of you guys who were drawn to this yellow sulfur right here, sulfur, you're going to have a lot of opportunities in 2020. Like, but I just think, like I said, it's too much is given, much is required. I think that is a Bible verse. There's just going to be a lot of things, it's like you're coming into you're coming into a new level, like a new you in 2020, and a lot of you is going to be required. You're going to be putting a lot of you out there, a lot of yourself out there. Spirit is definitely holding you to a higher standard this year. So it's going to be kind of difficult for you. Spirit is like, do not fear, have courage throughout this year. It's like, that's going to be your word, okay? Courage, okay? Throughout 2020. Because your year is going to be like bumpy. So the good thing is, a lot of opportunities coming for you guys in 2020. A lot of doors opening, positive doors opening. Like the thing is, you guys, and like I was saying, you guys, oh yeah, and especially my left hand is itching, and it's always like, it's like, my right hand is more financial, and my left hand is like financial too, but it's more like business like, So, and it's also, when my left hand itches, it's always confirming. It's like information, and then it's like it's saying like it's confirming a lot of things too. So yeah, this is right. So the thing is, it's not the doors that are going to be open for you are going to be like really positive. They're going to be the doors that you want to be opening for you. So it's just some of you guys are going to get a little bit more busier than you're used to. And like I was saying, you're used to struggling, And I feel like you're not gonna have to struggle in that way anymore, but you're going to have to learn how to, um, it's like you have a yes, but I'm still feeling like it's not going to be. So it's the reason why Spirit had to say yes, because it's going to be what you expect it to be, and then again, it's not going to be what you expect it to be, because you feel like with great success and with great wealth comes a more easier life, and Spirit is like, no, it's not going to be what you expect it to be. This is going to be more like you stepping into a higher calling spiritually, okay? And even though I feel like this new business is going to come, a lot of new jobs, a lot of new careers is going to come, it's going to get a little hectic for you. And the thing is, you guys, let me just tell you guys what I'm feeling. I don't even feel like it's going to be more so of the business or the job that you find. I think it's just going to be your mindset. Like I was saying at the beginning, you're going to really be fighting your own mindset throughout this year. And Spirit is really going to be taking you through this personal transformation. You guys need personal readings. That's why I was saying at the beginning, like, some of this stuff we just can't take and apply to our lives. You really just need personal readings. So from whatever reader you have a connection with, because I feel like Spirit is like, we're really going to have to work with your mind, because since you're used to struggling and you're used to the struggles, especially financially for some of you guys, in 2020, like you're literally, like I feel like before the end of December, you're going to be coming into a better financial situation. But since you're used to that, Spirit's like, we're going to really have to work on your mindset. You know how they say, you can't take, oh my gosh, now I've experienced this too. You can't take like the hood out of somebody. You can take them out of the hood, but you can't take the hood out of someone. Okay, Spirit's going to be working with kind of like taking the hood out of you, out of that mindset, okay? Because the thing is, you guys know how Cardi B sometimes, how Cardi B be sometimes, how she is sometimes. And I've said that before, you guys. When I moved to a better area, I was like, golly, like I want to go back to the hood. It's boring over here. Everybody's stuck up and stuff, and they say that, she just go back to the hood and have fun sometimes, because she was like, and I was like, I feel her. Even though I'm not a Cardi B fan at all, I was like, now I actually feel her. But with that being said, you can't have that mindset when you start going into, a higher calling. You really do have to, like, of course, be yourself. Stay hood, okay? I'm not saying, like, don't be yourself and, like, say, well, I'm going to just take the hood out of you because the hood is negative. No, because if the hood made you, if the country made you like it made me, then, of course, keep that in you. But what I'm saying is it's just going to have to be a balance. And Spirit is really going to have to work on that mindset with you guys, because you're definitely coming into a time of wealth, okay? So, no, I can't just have this reading be all real happy and giddy and everything, like, oh, you're gonna have so much money, girls and guys. I can't be saying all that just because you definitely are. So yeah, okay, yeah, of course. Now, who can't get excited about that? I'm sorry, y'all. You gotta get excited about that, because that's great. But at the same time, I have to keep it real with you guys, because that's the whole reason of the video. Is to keep it real with your 2020, okay? You're going to be coming into this wealth, and you're going to have to change your mindset. And it looks like to me 2020, Spirit is really going to be working on you with your mindset, because some of you guys are going to be like, more money, more problems. I didn't think it existed. Y'all, guess what? I told my homeboy that one time. He was like, I definitely think it exists. I was like, I don't think it exists. Give me more money. A lot of my problems is going to disappear. I bet you that. So, no. And some of you guys are really going to be saying that. So, yeah, a lot of opportunities are going to come for you, and it's like they're going to come one after another, just because you guys are going to put something out there, and you guys are going to create something. I see some entrepreneurs, like I'm talking to a lot of entrepreneurs. Let me know down in the comment section if you are an entrepreneur, and you don't have to tell me what it is you're trying to get into. Matter of fact, keep that to yourself, because it be crazy energies on here, and I don't want them to attack you guys. And that's a lot of times why I, respond back to crazy people, because I just don't like them to attack, what I'm trying to do for you guys on this page. So yeah, keep that to yourself on this channel. Keep that to yourself. But I see you guys, some entrepreneurs putting something out there, and from that, a lot of doors are going to be opening for you, because you guys are going to be coming to, I just see ideas and just new things being birthed for you guys. Like a lot of new beginnings, well, definitely new beginnings for you, but a lot of things, something that you create. I see the whole year just being a year of creativity for you. Oh, I looked down and it was 444. I started the video on 333, and now it's 444. So that's just confirming. What did I tell you guys about fours? Go watch my video on fours. That this message is for you. Okay, you're here at the right time. So definitely, like you guys, start working on that now. Then start working on, you know what, I've actually watched videos on how to handle fame, because I think, like I said, this is going to be a year of fertility for you guys. A lot of growth, and a lot of you guys creativity coming out. A lot of things that a lot of ideas that you're gonna have. You're gonna now give birth to those ideas. And so watch videos on like how to handle fame, because I think you guys are gonna have some recognition, some fame coming up. How to handle a lot of wealth, because I really feel like when you guys come into this wealth, you're not gonna handle it as like you think you're gonna handle it, and you're gonna be like, man, I thought 2020 was going to be my year, and it was, because I'm getting all this success, but this is like overwhelming to me. I saw a girl on YouTube like literally crying when she was so overwhelmed about this success that she had. She had got out so much of success. And I remember when this girl said she was going to put this thing out, I was like, wow, this is going to be big. And when people tell you that, people don't just prepare you for the mindset that they have to go through. Yeah, that's why these celebrities be going crazy and stuff, because you got to, if you want to keep this stuff that you've been trying to get for the longest, then you have to know how to, you have to know how to how to have like a stable mind. Like we were just talking about Cardi B, how she can't handle her fame. And it might not be a lot of fame for you guys, but I definitely see it's something that you're going to have to handle. And I remember when that girl said that, I was like, oh wow, she's gonna have a lot of success. And when you tell people that, they be like, oh wow, people are saying this is gonna be so successful. People are saying that I'm about to just walk into this great big thing, and it's gonna be like a great success. And then a couple of months later, when this girl put it out, this girl was literally crying at the fact that she had so much of success, because she could not keep up with it. And that's the mindset. Like I said, I don't even feel like it's going to be you can't handle what you're doing. I don't even think it's going to be that. I think it's going to be more so your mindset, just because you're used to this struggle. And Spirit is going to give you the courage and the understanding and everything you need. Don't have fear when you walk into these new places, okay? To get through this situation. So let me know, you guys, if this resonates with you guys at all. And if you're new here, go ahead and watch more videos, see if they resonated with you. And if they do, then I will invite you guys to become a part of this family. So y'all continue to come and grow with us and subscribe so we can become a part of each other's tribe. That's all, y'all. Bye. Okay, so for those of you guys who are drawn to this Ruba light right here, so if you missed the beginning of the video, the first card, if it's right side up, it's a yes. If it's upside down, then it's a no. So let's see. Will 2020 be your year? So we have a no card here. So if you guys missed the beginning of the video, like I said, if it comes out no, this video, which is mainly conditioned just to be more realistic with you about your 2020, then this is just saying that it's just not what you think it's going to be. It's not that 2020 can definitely be your year if that's how you make it. It's just something about it that won't be what you think it's going to be. So I'm going to look at the other cards here. So one reason why 2020 it's not going to be what you expect it to be, because yeah, I do see a challenge coming up in 2020. So you're definitely growing spiritually, and I think for you guys on this one, you're really going to be growing spiritually through the whole 2020. It's going to be about spiritual growth for you. So I think I went through that in 2017. I think that's when I went through that. I really grew spirit. Like that whole year was only about spirituality for me. Or maybe it was 16. So yeah, I'm thinking it was like 16, 17. That year was simply about spirituality for me. And that's what I'm picking up for you guys. So if you need another message to see, what else 2020 is going to be like, either you can get a personal reading, or either you can pick another card, or either I got another video about 2020. I made a couple of months ago, but right now I'm getting that this is something that you guys are not really expecting, that 2020 is going to be about a lot of spiritual growth for you guys. And I think a lot of you guys are going to be coming into doing something similar to what I'm doing, because I see some seers, some psychics, some seers, some soothsayers, like some people call them. But the thing is, don't worry, you have your spiritual team, you have great divine support here, okay? You're gonna be, look, I'm just looking at all this angelic card here. Is this 2 cards? No, it's just 1. Okay. So you're definitely gonna be you're gonna have like a lot of heavy angelic influence around you 2020. So don't worry about anything. I feel like 2020 can definitely be a great year of manifestation for you guys also, just because of all of this angelic influence around you guys. Why? And I'm feeling this like really heavy. I really feel like through 2020, like, I think you guys got more members of your team or something. Like, you guys are probably, say if you only believed in angels, okay, well, your ancestors are going to start kicking in more, because you're going to start knowing more about them. Or, your elemental guys are going to start kicking in, because you're going to start knowing more about them. So that way you're going to be able to manifest better. You're going to get to know your ancestors better. And some of you guys are going to start inviting like unicorns and fairies or gnomes, into your team. And so you're going to have like this big spiritual team. That's great. For those of you guys who was drawn to this rubelite, you're very special people, okay? And I feel like that's great to know that your spiritual team is about to be so on point 2020. Like, ain't nobody getting to you. Ain't nobody getting next to you. Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you, because you're gonna be so covered. It's like 2020, you're gonna be so covered. And it's like a lot of good things are going to come to you just because you're going to have so much divine support. Okay, sorry guys, the phone cut off. But basically, I was saying that since you're going to have so much divine support, you're going to have so many extras around you, then I really don't see nothing that you can't do. I don't really see you not being able to manifest the things that you really want to manifest, okay? So, like, this card had to come out like this just to say 2020 is not going to be what you expect it to be, just because you're going to be growing a lot spiritually. And when it comes to you growing a lot spiritually, it can be kind of hectic, you can be going through a lot of, you probably have to go through a lot of dark nights of the soul, or, some dark nights of the so in certain mind battles or certain ascension symptoms that can just feel like sicknesses sometimes, but it's really not. But the thing is, I feel a lot of happiness around this reading. I feel a lot of joy around this reading because your spiritual team is about to be so on point. It's like it's like you're saying you got a whole new set of friends coming in, okay? And like your spiritual team is about to be so on point. It's like it's making me feel really happy, really giddy just to see like all this power around you, this great force around you, like this big football field around you guys this year. And it's like, gosh, man, like celebrate that because it's like there's not gonna be nothing that you can't do with all these different with all this different power, this big powerhouse around you. And like you guys just was not expecting it. So it's not saying no in a bad way. This is just saying you guys are not really expecting it. You guys are really just not expecting this to be like you thought it was going to be, okay? So cheer up because I feel like eyes have not seen, ears have not heard. Isn't it like a verse in the Bible? Everything that's really going to be laid up for you guys, like, because your spiritual team is going to be so on point. Oh my gosh. They're like, it's not nothing that you guys can't do together. So you guys are not was not really expecting this spiritual journey, okay? A spiritual journey can be really difficult, okay? But with that being said, I think that's gonna be like that's gonna be your only battle for you, your only struggle, because that's definitely can be a little battle. That definitely can be a little battle. That definitely can be a little struggle, okay? To keep it all the way real with you, it can be, especially when you're growing spiritually. But with everything else in your life, it's not like you won't be able to manifest other things because your spiritual team is so on point, okay? Your spiritual team is so hard, okay? You have this powerhouse of influences around you, like spiritual beings around you, and they're not gonna let nothing happen to you, and they're there to just like help you get whatever you need and whatever you want. So you got a lot of assistance. You're gonna have a lot of support. A lot of assistance. So you're gonna get by the year well. Okay. So you're not gonna have anything else to worry about. So you guys, let me know if this resonated with you guys at all. I love to hear from you guys, and I love your feedback. So, and if you're new here, then you might want to watch a couple of more of my videos, see if they resonate with you guys, and if they do, then I invite you to become a part of this family. So, and as for everybody else,